Srinivasan, a fine art photographer, distance skater, coming to meet you guys with another unpacking video. This just arrived, okay? I am so grateful to the courier guys from Ecom Express, okay? Because this package is from Decathlon. Hope you can see it. Okay, so your boy from Ecom Express, Mr. Btwin, had a great presence of mind, as in, like, unfortunately I was sleeping for long hours today, as in, like, I woke up only by 9:20 a.m. and I didn't know the courier was coming until then. I checked the SMS, it had a OTP. I thought everything is cool and calm and settled and fine here in my apartment, so I started doing my regular chores, as in, like, doing all the regular morning activities. And when I came out, I saw a missed call on my mobile phone. If you're still interested in my backstory, I'll continue. Otherwise, you can fast forward this video anyways. And I called the person. It was Mr. Btwin, and he asked me for the OTP straight away. I was like, what? Why are you asking me for a OTP? Well, I called you for my package. So he received my OTP patiently and said, like, sir, I've left the package with the security. You can take it from him. So this boy kind of knows me, I believe. So he knows how important this package is for me. So he left it with the security and collected the OTP later. It's not, I'm not here to, devalue the procedure, but I'm extremely thankful to the boy from Ecom Express for making this happen. So I'm so thankful. I'm so very grateful for this guy. This is a really important package for me. Okay, so this is from Decathlon. Hope you can make out the name here. Delivered to Krishnan from Express Private Limited, and the product value is $17.99 plus $50 for courier delivery, which makes it around $18.44 or 45. Okay, or more than that, $18.50. Let's say $18.50. Okay, so let's do the unpacking. Hey, what is it inside? So I'm gonna keep the external package aside. We have the bills. Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Srinivasan. What? I'm still single, dude. 40 and single. Srinivasan is my dad. Guardian dad. Okay. We have a football player's name. His name is Rahul. Oh, sorry. I hit my stand. His name is Rahul Chakma. Okay. So it says, like, he took time to prepare my things. Thank you, Mr. Rahul Chakma. Okay. And we have some QR codes and everything. Sorry. Butterfingers. Okay. We have some Decathlon Sports India Instagram ID as well. If you can make out from this camera, please do follow Decathlon India on Instagram. And we have some sayings from trail rider or trail climber, Mr. Dawal Davda. Okay, I will put this close to the camera and pause this frame in the edit for you to read it. Okay, nice. Thanks for putting this up together, Mr. Rahul Chakma. Okay, there's no staples inside, it's just the cover. There you go, the product itself. Can you guess what it is? No? Not yet? It's the bicycle stem, which I was talking about yesterday when I was gripping my bicycle. Do you remember? Okay, so it arrived, and what is this gimmick here? You see all the angles and everything, you know. The gimmick is like it's adjustable, so I can rake the stem to different angles, from 40° to the bottom to 30° to the topwards, you know. I could do all that. It has 18 Newton meter torque. So when you're tightening this up, if you have a torque tightener, that's the torque you need to do it for this tightening. Okay, so that's all with the packaging. It's Btwin. Okay, from the brand called Btwin from Decathlon. I don't know if at all for Decathlon, you know, like many people in India wouldn't actually, including myself, or I'm speaking for myself, like wouldn't know like these are the things we need for certain things, you know. Like they have products, a lot of products, and we wouldn't have the knowledge of like this is required for this is required for that, you know, like unless if not for Decathlon, you know. And if not for Decathlon, I wouldn't have got into skating itself. I mean, not skating itself, I mean like got into other streams of skating, as in like surf skates or longboarding, you know. It's them, thanks to Decathlon, for keeping the life of sports alive in India, especially to me. So yeah, it's from Bangalore, I believe. Yeah, I don't know why they are still using Bangalore. That's good to be true, because that's the actual name, and now they have changed to Bengaluru. Even there is a word added for this place because there is too many information technology activity happening, so they added Bangalore to a dictionary. So there you go, this is the product. Okay, let's go and cut the zip ties. There's zip tie here. I was hoping that I would be able to cut it with my scissors itself. That's why I didn't get my wire cutter. And I was right. I was able to cut these zip ties. These are not bigger ones. You know, the bigger ones would be very difficult to cut. With the scissors, you will need a wire cutter. Okay, so they have the instruction manuals here. Do you follow? So how to adjust the heights or the angles of the stem, okay, and to how to mount them. Okay, so you go by the cross pattern, 1 2 3 4, and I did it in the same fashion for my old Revin Fixie's stock stem. You know, I went with the same pattern. When I finished everything and when I was going for the last one turn in the first nut, that's when it snapped. So I did not know, but everyone said natural assumption would be like I have over tightened it on one side, that's why it snapped. But actually I was doing the cross pattern, but still it snapped. Anyways, I did not release the video, so Revin Fixie wouldn't have known about this issue. Anyways, it's cool. Many have bought it and they were able to perfectly fit it. So I'm the rare case. I'll let it slide. Okay, you need to pass and you need to look around this instruction manual. Okay, I think I've shown it for enough amount of time in this video. So let's keep things which would fall aside. So this is for, it reads 21E3. Okay, this is for 25.4 small handlebars. Okay, that's what my handlebar falls in. Okay, it's small ones, it still feels small for me, for my hand. You know, probably 31.4 handlebar would help to grip my hands and my fingers, but still, you know, this is what I have and I'm happy with it. Okay, so there you go. And this reads torque of 6 Newton meter to 8 Newton meter. So that's the amount of tension, or that's the amount of tight you're going to keep it for the screw. Otherwise you're going to damage the entire, what do you call this, the stem itself, the threads of the stem. If you're going to tighten it too much, or if you're going to keep it loose, you're going to damage the stem. So that's really important, really important, that you go with the amount of torque mentioned here. So they haven't mentioned the diameter of this hole here as of now. Okay, they haven't mentioned anything about that, but this is for 25.4. It's what's said in the website, and it's called, they would call it like non-oversize stem. Okay, but they have given the measurements here. What is the inner diameter? 28.6, which is this one, which goes on the bicycle. Okay, this one length is 4.3 inches or 110 mm on total. Okay, and they haven't mentioned the diameter of this one yet. Should be there somewhere. Okay, so as per the torque, the angle adjuster goes with 15 to 18 Newton meter. Onto the stem is 6 to 8 Newton meter, and onto the handlebar holder, it's 5 to 6 Newton meter. Okay, so that's very important, otherwise you might crack or damage the product or the threads. Okay, this is the thing, and that's for the unboxing. Peace. So it takes 5 mm Allen keys. Okay, this one came with the bicycle itself. Revin provided this Allen key. Takes 5 mm to loosen the angles. Okay, so I think I haven't loosened it enough. Okay, or probably I might have to loosen this one too. That might be 4 mm, I believe. I'm loosening them a little bit. Everything is is having, if you could spot a blue ink inside, it's been coated with lock nut solutions. That's pretty good, very professional. Okay, so it kind of locks up whenever I move the angles. Okay, so it's good. Like I could have this high of my handlebar, and I could have this low of my handlebar. That's amazing, right? So the top one's 30 degrees for the lower angle, and assume my fingers of the left hand was my bicycle entire frame. Okay, so, and the top goes up to 40 degrees. So that's the biggest height that I could have. So why did I go for this adjustable handles? It's only in the idea, like, because when I bought this bicycle, my grandparents or granddad was like very interested, and he was like in the thought process as in, like, if I'm going to settle in abroad, who will use this bicycle? I don't know if I can ride this bicycle and all that. That's what he was saying. So then I thought, like, okay, it's probably because of the drop handlebars. He could always have a very upright handlebars anytime. He could change it anytime, or I could buy and change it and go if I'm going to settle in abroad. That's what I'm wishing for 40 years, but never happened. But still, if that is going to happen, so luckily I found this product on Decathlon. So when I'm going, I'll set this to upright position and probably buy a upright handlebar, fix that, and I'll help him with the bicycle and go. Okay, so yeah, that's also one of the idea why I bought this. And I also needed a 25.4 stem, and only Decathlon had it, not even in Amazon. Okay, and there was a product in Amazon, but it was too short. It was like only to this length, probably 40 mm or 50 mm, not like 110 mm like this. Okay, so this is the adjustable angles of this stem. You got to loosen it up on both sides, and the bottom one requires 4 mm Allen keys, okay, and the side ones requires 5 mm Allen keys, same as your frame cap. Okay, thanks. I always arrange this to the center of me, or like where I'm standing or where I am facing, to center to me. But actually center to the camera is entirely different. That's why you might be seeing me moving to the different end of the camera's perspective. But forgive me, that's where I'm standing and that's what is center to me. So forgive this offset thing which I'm still getting used to for this unboxing videos and for this camera setup. Okay, so this is the little comparison for you guys, as in like this is the 25.4 stem and this is the 31.8 stem. So you could see the difference of the diameter here. This is obviously small, this one is very big. Hope you can make out the difference here. See, that's very big. Okay, so this is fixed. The angle here is fixed. Okay, you have only two options. Whatever that little 20-degree or 15-degree angle that it has by the mold, you could use that, or you could flip it and have the same angle in the inverted direction, as in like -15 or -20 degrees. Okay, that goes with every fixed stem of your bicycle. Okay, and this doesn't have the center screws and it takes 4 mm. Okay, so that's the little comparison here. Okay, and this is the side view of the stem actually. Okay, see the comparison, it's almost same. Okay, 28.6, 28.6. Okay, so that's the little comparison for you. But this one moves to 40 and 30, for 30 to the bottom and 40 to the top. Okay, this one has -15 or 20 degrees, you got to flip it. That's it, as simple as that. And if you want to use thinner handlebars in this with this frame, that was my original idea because I didn't get any product for the actual size, so I got to use something inside which is called as shims. These are nothing but short tubes, okay, to the half diameters. It will have 2 pieces, so it will fit inside in the 31.8 diameter, and it will be sitting inside as a pipe or a tube of a smaller length, of this much of length or length of this frame itself, the stems, this thing. Okay, and it will tighten them. Okay, it's called shims. Okay, the one that goes in the bottom of your bicycle frame is called spacers. Okay, you might need it because like my current spacers size, I do not know like if it is matching to the size of the current spacers thing. If it is too big or too small, I might have to add some in the bottom or in the top. It is said like you might need to have a 3 mm gap for the top cap to sit in for you to screw it. So this is a non-threaded stem, that's why you have this. A threaded stem is very different. Threaded stem is something like this, like the Allen key itself, like it's like this, and it will have a movable part like this. Do you follow? Can you able to make this? It's very too small. I'll try to draw it big. I have to do it in a very short form. So this is the threaded stem. Okay, so it's like this. Do you follow? 2 pieces of cylinders like this. Do you follow? 2 pieces of cylinders like this, and there is a big screw which is running inside. Okay, so when you tighten this up, this bottom part rises and it goes like this and locks up inside the bicycle. Okay, so this is the threaded stem, and when you are able to change the stem, which is not fixed, then it's called non-threaded stem. So as in like it's pretty simple to change. Okay, so you just take the top part and change it. As simple as that. That is the non-threaded stem. So we don't have the complications as such to the length of the threaded stem. Okay, this one is pretty short as the pencil itself, while that one is like considerably long. Okay, so yes, even this threaded stem has this mechanism, but in a very short form. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. So when you are mounting this, it's going to be like this. So you have the bicycle stem, you will add some spacers, okay, and you will add the top cap, screw it, and you put the handlebars inside, and it goes the same for this one. I hope my spacers are enough, which is already available with the stock, because it is of the same diameter and length of the stem. So peace, thanks, bye.